Good evening, everybody. We'd like to call this meeting to order.
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided and published in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on June 28, 2024. Copies of the agenda were provided to the newspaper, posted on public bulletin boards and the Township website.
Thank you. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese. Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Here.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Here.
Councilman Feynman. Councilwoman Travers.
Here.
Vice President Ambrosino.
Here.
President Menachino.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I ask everybody to rise to salute the flag in a moment of silence?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you accept the officers'
Of course.
reports? Thanks.
Yep.
It's gonna be one of them nights. And I get a motion and a second to approve the minutes from September 10th meeting.
Motion. Second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Ambrosino.
Yes.
President Menachino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tonight we have, can I invite the mayor to the podium? We have a presentation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to call Caitlin Delanoy up. Eagle Scout is the highest award a scout can receive, and only about 7 in every 100 youth in scouting make it to Eagle Scout. Caitlin is the first female Eagle Scout in Troop 600, Point Pleasant Beach. Her project was to create a tribute to the fallen canines for the Point Pleasant Police Department. She had a monument made, and she's going to talk about the process that she went through to do that and exactly what she did. So can't wait to hear about it.
So, hi, my name is Caitlin Delanoy. So, my project was a statue and monument for the Point Pleasant Beach Police Department's fallen canines. I fundraised just a little over $17,000 for this project. So, the monument's located in front of Town Hall in Point Beach, if you wanted to go see it. So, the monument lists the names of all the fallen canines and who was their handler, with room to add more. And the statue is a life-size German Shepherd. It's bronze and all the way from Utah. It took like 9 months to make, and it has their patches and everything on it. I'm the first girl in my troop and Point Pleasant Beach to earn Eagle Scout, which was really awesome because I've inspired... I've been told that I've inspired a couple of younger girls to push to get there. This project was a dream of one of the canine handlers over at the Point Beach Police Department, Lieutenant Drew. He had been working there for over 20 years, and I reached out and I was like, hey, I'm looking for an Eagle project. What do you have in mind? And he's like, this monument for the canines. And it started off really small. It was going to cost like $4,000. And then he's like, I really love this bronze statue. I was like, I will make it happen for you. So we made it happen, and I'm so excited, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say that is inspirational, and here in Brick Township, we are always looking. So if there are other aspiring Eagle Scouts out there that are or hope to be Eagle Scouts out there that are looking for projects, to feel free to reach out to us because we have some ideas as well. So we're so happy that you have been able to obtain this, and really proud of you. So congratulations. And hold on to a picture. All right, we'll do a picture together, and then if you guys want to come up, we can do it. How's that? Stuff there. Stuff over there. You're fine. Stay there. Yours.
I saw that. I was sorry.
You did it on purpose.
She did it. Sorry.
I did not pay attention.
Yeah, it's. Thank you. This brings us to our consent agenda.
All matters listed under item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. If discussion is desired on any item, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Thank you. 4-1.
Authorize insertion of Chapter 159, 2024 Community Development Block Grant.
This resolution authorizes the insertion of a grant in the amount of $285,486 from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for the 2024 Community Development Block Grant Program. In this grant, the township receives funds for home improvements and income-qualified senior citizens, and also awards grant funds of nonprofit organizations to serve the public. 4-2.
This authorize cancellation of checks municipal court bail account.
Thank you. Councilwoman Pontarera.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the cancellation of outstanding checks in the amount of $550 in the municipal court's bail account. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-3.
Authorize bid Bayview Drive roadway elevation, Drum Point Road to Adair Drive.
Council Vice President Ambrosino.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the receipt of bids for the Bayview Drive roadway elevation project. The project consists of reconstruction and milling of Bayview Drive from Drum Point Road to Adair Drive. The project is partially funded through an NJDOT municipal aid grant. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-4.
Authorize receipt of proposals 2025 professional services.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
This resolution authorizes the receipt of bids for 2025 professional services. The current pool of professionals is valid through December 31st, 2020.
Thank you. 4-5.
Authorize award of contract purchase and delivery of 2025 F-250 4x4 pickup truck.
Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes an award of contract in the amount of $69,406.32 with American Ford Old Bridge. The township will be acquiring a 2025 or newer Ford F-250 pickup truck through the Ocean County Cooperative Contract. Funding for this purchase was approved in the 2024 capital budget. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-6.
Authorize award of contract purchase and delivery of one John Deere 4052R compact utility tractor.
Thank you. Councilwoman DeYoung.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes the award of contract in the amount of $82,644.43 with Deere and Company of Cary, North Carolina. The township will be acquiring a utility tractor with attachments through the Education Services Commission of New Jersey Cooperative Pricing System. Funding for this purchase was approved in the 2024 capital budget. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-8.
For
4-7. Sorry.
authorize
Madam
award of
Secretary.
contract purchase and delivery of 5 ADA series bleachers.
Council Vice President Ambrosino.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the award of contract in the amount of $46,649.47 to Ben Schaffer Recreation of Lake Hopatcong for the purchase and delivery of 5 ADA series bleachers for the Parks Department. This is a state contract purchase and was approved in the 2024 capital budget. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-8.
Authorize closeout change order number 1, 2023 road program Lakewood Gardens.
Councilwoman Pontarera.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes a closeout change order for the Lakewood Gardens resurfacing program. This closeout change order reflects a decrease in the amount of $109,796.15 as a result of final as-built quantities. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-9.
Authorize special events permit Beacon 70 Oktoberfest.
Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes a special event permit for an Oktoberfest event scheduled between 1 and 8 p.m. Sunday, October 13th at Beacon 70 on Route 88. Thank you.
Thank you. 4-10.
Authorized placement of tax lien for property cleanups, Block 1406.05, Lot 99.
Thank you. This resolution authorizes the placement of a tax lien for a property cleanup at 588 Pennsylvania Drive in the amount of $825.43 for 11.
411A is a cash performance bond release for Block 190, Lot 33. B is a performance bond release for Block 323, Lot 15. And C is a cash performance bond release for Block 323, Lot 15.
Thank you. 412.
12A is 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction for Block 173, Lot 6.06. 12B is 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction for Block 380.11, Lot 2. 12C is 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction for Block 380.15, Lot 18. 12D, 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction, Block 446.14, Lot 3. 12E, 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction for Block 870.10, Lot 20. 12F, 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction of Block 1386, Lot 10. 12G is 50% of the 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction of Block 1429.02, Lot 2. 12H, tax overpayments for 2022 and 2023 at Block 1170, Lot 1901. 12I, tax overpayments for 2023 at Block 1170, Lot 1901. 12J, tax overpayments 2024 at Block 210.03, Lot 4. Block 446, Lot 3. Block 889, Lot 4. 12K are tax overpayments for the year 2024 at Block 1170, Lot 1901. And 12L is issue a duplicate tax sale certificate for Block 134, Lot 1.01.
Thank you. This brings us to the end of the consent agenda. Can I get a motion in a second?
Second.
Thank you. Open to council. Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions on the resolutions only. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Ambrosino.
I vote yes.
President Menachino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. This brings us to our computer bill resolution.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Computer bill resolution in the amount of $13,010,319.42.
Thank you. Can I get a motion in a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council. Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions on the computer bill resolution. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Ambrosino.
Yes.
President Menachino.
Abstain to Teamsters and yes to the rest. This brings us to our manual bill resolution.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Manual bill resolution in the amount of $2,042,005.68.
Thank you. Can I get a motion in a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council. Seeing none, close council. Open to public for questions on the manual bill resolution. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Ambrosino.
Yes.
President Menachino.
Yes. This brings us to an ordinance on first reading. There is no public hearing on first readings. It's 5-1.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending the Township Code of the Township of Brick in Chapter 324 entitled Peddling and Soliciting.
Thank you. The township offers two types of mobile food truck licenses, Class 1 and Class 2. This ordinance modifies the amount of times the Class 2 license can stay at the one location up to 6 hours. The current regulation is 2 hours. This ordinance comes as a recommendation from the Council's Business and Finance Committee. Can I get a motion in a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council. Seeing none, roll call.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeYoung.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Ambrosino.
Yes.
President Menachino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. This brings us to public comments.
Please note that each person addressing the council during any section of the meeting during which public comment is permitted shall limit his or her remarks to 5 minutes pursuant to Brick Township Administrative Code, Section 2-33B.
Thank you. Anybody from public, please? Yes, sir.
Good evening, Brick Township Council. My name is Micah Bender, and I've lived in Brick for 10 years with my wife, 2 kids, dog, bunny, 3 chickens, since moving here from Maryland as a proud terrapin. Mr. Feynman's not here, so I can't talk about the Terps. My wife is a palliative care nurse practitioner at Ocean Medical Center. My son plays Brick AYF football, he plays South Jersey NFL flag football, and he plays Twin County soccer. I'm here tonight with the parents of our girls softball team, the Brick Bombers. I've been an educator for 20 years, and my coaching high school football and wrestling, as rewarding as that has been, nothing brings me as much joy as watching my daughter and her teammates play softball. I also lead my son's Cub Scouts, but learning and watching these young ladies grow is something that is immeasurable. I would love to be able to watch them play and practice softball field at 154 Duchess Lane, the former VFW park that sits vacant at this time. Mr. President, you have a love for Brick Recreation from coaching your own children, so please help ours. You support Brick's vacant storefront initiative. Please support our vacant softball field initiative. You are a mom and pop store supporter. My dad was a business owner himself for 45 years. Mr. Vice President, as a father of 3 children, including 2 girls, you say that you want to make Brick a great place for kids. You are involved in beach sweeps and clean ocean. Help us by letting us clean up the field and make it a used softball field. As a school business administrator myself, I am the first one to want to save money to the point where many people call me cheap and frugal. I'm here to not ask you for 1 penny. You talked about in the agenda many dollars spent on many things. I'm not asking for any money. I'm only asking for you to allow us to use this field that currently sits empty. We will mow it. I have the best parents in Brick and all over town. We will mow it, we will take care of it, and we will clean up everything from the bathrooms to the concession stands and take care of it ourselves. Help me and help us grow both Brick Township High School softball programs by developing the softball programs that we already have going. Some of you ran for council and you say that you want to help save the community you grew up in. Mr. Albanese is not here, as that was one of his things that he said. Help us by saving this field. Miss P, happy 62nd birthday a couple weeks ago when I was here. Oh, I apologize. I might as well go. I apologize very much. You were involved in many committees and organizations supporting and empowering women, including being named the Central New Jersey Businesswoman of the Year. Help me empower these young women and give them a field where they can play forever. Councilwoman DeJong, as a member of the Recreation and Land Use Committee and someone who is always looking to promote the revitalization and growth of Brick, help us grow and make Brick better. We have many small businesses in Brick who are willing to help us fix up this field with no cost to the townspeople. Earlier tonight, it was talked about a $285,000 grant for nonprofit organizations that serve the public. We are a nonprofit organization that serves the public. Ms. Travers, welcome back and congratulations. Remember that I was there when the baby was born. They need to update the webpage as the baby Jack is not on your bio. The town website, help me work together with the Brick Recreation Committee to serve these young ladies and give them the field that they deserve. We are not asking for much. We are not asking for anything. Brick Little League on Cherry Quay has 6 fields for boys baseball. I understand that girls can play, but it is for boys baseball. We asked them to join the organization and they said no. The Brick American Bulldogs gained their first softball teams this year. Last year when I asked them to join, they said no. Brick AYF football that my son is a part of gets fields every single day at Drum Point. Brick SJ NFL flag for boys flag football. Yes, girls can play. My daughter played. but of the thousands of kids that play, most of them are boys. They get a field every single Saturday. They get the grass fields to practice every single day. Twin County soccer field that my son is a part of gets all those fields on the side by Emma Havens. Adult men's softball dominates the usage of the Drum Point fields. I'm not here to talk about everything going on with that, but as I walk by the fields recent times, including yesterday, all the fields are vacant, not being used, and I'm told that I can't use the field for my girls to have a home game. Mayor, last year one of our parents emailed you and asked that we were not given any space, and you allowed us, you contacted Mr. Centinello and let us have a field to host a tournament. The fall season right now isn't our problem. We're the only softball team that uses the field right now. There isn't any competition for field space, but in the spring, this will be a different story. With Brick Rec softball taking place and the 4 age levels that there will be and 4 teams at each level, there will be 16 teams that need field space. I've coached my daughter's team for 5 years. I'm not asking to do anything with that. I'm asking to help these girls with their travel softball team and help grow Brick softball. I'm trying to create more field space, and we are not asking for any additional resources from the town to do so. If the town wants to help us and mow the field the same day they mow Brick AYF field, Cherry Quay field for Brick Little League, Brick American Bulldog fields, all the Drum Point soccer fields and football fields, if they want to mow, help us, that's fine. I have parents and I have companies who will mow for us. I'm not asking the town to do that. It would be great if we could show these girls the same respect that you give all the boys for all the boys' sports. I have the best parents on the planet who want nothing more than a nice field for their daughters to play on. Mayor, earlier tonight you told our girls that you have many fields, you have many activities that people can help with. Miss Delaney that was here earlier getting her Eagle Scout, my daughter just finished her Bronze Award. She's on her way to an Eagle Scout. Okay? There are many projects that we can do. We have a project right here sitting at 154 Duchess Lane. It's an empty softball field that hasn't been used in years. And all we want to do is play softball. If you've ever seen the movie Bad News Bears and they were at the Houston Astros Stadium and they just chant, let them play, let them play. All we want to do is play. What a great story it would be for the town to revitalize the field and revitalize the softball program. Brick American Baseball have 5 fields for boys baseball. They recently started a softball team also, but their own softball team doesn't always get a field because when they play us, they have to play at Hank Winowski because their girls team did not have a field to practice on. Mayor, as the first female mayor of Brick, help these young females strive to achieve their softball dreams. When you were elected, you said that you want to create your own legacy. Help me help these girls create their legacy. Earlier in the year, we talked about the email. I don't want to have to email and then we are given permission. If we have a field that cleans up the town, we are here tonight for a more permanent solution than having to beg. If you don't mind, I would like to finish.
Okay.
We want a more permanent solution than having to beg the Brick Rec Department every year for a field. I was told that in the spring, after all the rec teams get their fields, that they'll hodgepodge us locations to practice. That is not fair to these young ladies. We have other ladies. We have 2 teams, a 10U team and a 12U team, 25 girls in our program. It's not fair for me to be able to tell them week 1 we're going to practice at Bernie Cook, then we're going to go to Hank Winowski, then we're going to go to Herbertsville, which does not do well in the rain. If you've ever seen the Herbertsville field in the rain, it's a beautiful grass, but the softball field is not a very good one. I would like us to be able to have a place that we can call our home, a place that we can decorate, and we can shine, and we can make look pretty for the town. Our girls will face enough adversity in their lives just being women in this world. They should not have to feel that adversity as young women trying to make it. They should be able to play softball in their hometown on a home field that they get to be proud of. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
So this is just from a business administrator. You can sit. That's okay. We this is the first I'm hearing that you guys are in need of a place, so you're kind of giving me an assignment to work on, so I can't possibly commit to anything sitting here in this chair. There's a lot for us to look at. But the second piece that's really important that you recognize is that we do not own the Duchess Lane playground.
According to the tax records, the town does own them.
No, I don't believe so. But I'll check into that.
But,
I'll check into, let me finish.
yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna check into what's available, what we have, and what's ours to use and create and make over, and we'll do what we can to work with you to find a place. We're obviously in a lot of transition now, as we're uncovering a lot of things that have to be addressed, and part of that will be looking at teams such as yourself that need a place to play.
I have contacted a few members of the Brick Rec Department, including the current interim director, with no response in an email. From what I'm told, the town owns the fields that Brick Little League plays on. They don't let us use their facilities. The town owns the field that Brick American Bulldogs play on. They don't let us use their facilities, including their indoor batting cages, right? The town owns Drum Point fields. We are not allowed to use them. I'm always told by the people at Brick Rec that the fields are booked and we can't use them.
Okay,
The
so
town owns-
like I said, we have to look at who's using what when, and all the requests that come in for space, and do what we can to accommodate everybody. That's the goal. So just give me an opportunity to look into it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And I was also a dance dad, just so you know. Anybody else from public? Yes.
Coming from the same request, and I did call the county recorder. It looks like the Duchess Lane is owned by the PBA, Brick PBA.
Okay, that's not Brick Township, not one
of those
So I just want to say, it's very interesting to be here on the night that we have our first female Eagle Scout and our first female mayor, because I am the first Brick American baseball player that was a female that had ever been drafted in 2004. So that was not the reason I want to start,
What
but
is your
it's
name?
more like the essence of the message. I feel like this has all come together. We're speaking to a first. We have another first here. So I stand before all of you tonight, not only as a come-and-go resident of Brick, but as someone with a deep connection to the heart of this community, especially its sports programs. For about 20 years ago, I had the honor of being the first girl to play baseball for Brick American Little League. It was not just a game to me. It was life, and it was a life-shaping experience that had helped me understand the values of work ethic, perseverance, and teamwork. Mr. John Denley took a chance with me and drafted me as the first girl to the 2004 Brick American Little League Orioles. In fact, that chapter in my life led me to earn a permanent spot in the Baseball Hall of Fame of Cooperstown, New York, in the collection of Little League Honor Roll books, the 2005 volume, which forever will remain a personal treasure in my heart and sporting experience. Brick's sports programs gave me the foundation I needed to grow not only as an athlete, but as a person. Through early mornings at practice, long games, and countless hours of training, I developed the determination and grit that have served me well in life. These lessons have stayed with me during my 7 years in Midtown Manhattan working big law, and it served me even more so during my 10 years and counting of parenthood. When my family and I returned to Brick, I was excited at the thought of giving that same experience to my 3 girls here. I have a 9-year-old, I have a 4-year-old, and I have a 1-year-old. But as it stands, our local travel softball team is missing one key element that would truly make their journey as impactful as mine was. We need a home field, a place that our team can call their own. Duchess Lane is a perfect spot dedicated for as a softball field, as a place that our girls can not only train, but build a camaraderie and work ethic that Brick sports programs are so well known for. Our kids deserve a field where they can put in hard work, learn the value of persistence, and grow as a team. With your support, we can give them that opportunity right here in the heart of Brick, just as I was fortunate enough to have many years ago. In the era of female athletes taking the world by storm, such as Caitlin Clark and Simone Biles, I urge you to consider this request not only as an investment in sports, but as an investment in the next generation of resilient and hardworking women. Thank you.
Thank you. What was your name, young lady?
Melissa Nash.
Thank you. Anyone else from public, please?
Michael DeGeorge, 249 Brick Boulevard. My family owns DeGeorge Development. I own DeGeorge Realty in Brick. We've been developing in Brick for probably about 50 years. This is a great program. My daughter has been a part of it this year, and we look forward to next year. But if it's possible, as local developers, we will definitely help with subcontractors. If you guys are tight on money, we will definitely pitch in to help with subs and groundwork and maintenance if we can get this field going, and try and lighten the burden on Brick and see if we could help out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else from Brick, please?
Good evening. Hello, my name is Robert Zelnock. I live in 115 Kaiser Boulevard, Brick Township, New Jersey. I've been here since high school. I love this town, everything it represents. Working class people that want to do right by their kids, and what you just heard is exactly that. A head coach, head of the organization that cares, is compassionate about everything he does. And I would just like to double down and make sure it's heard and understood that we're here for the kids. We would like them to be together and learn the best about what sports has, and that's understanding. It's a team effort. It's a team understanding. It's just would like to convey that importance, and the reality is that we want to do right by the girls. So having something available where our energy is not wasted is under your authority, under your direction. We would like a place to call home. So thank you so much for all you do, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you. It doesn't go unheard. I think the council, for the most part, myself, we were unaware of the situation. I was unaware who owns the field. We will look into it. It's not, we hear you. That's why we're here, okay? And my daughter played sports, Brick. She wanted to play baseball. They wouldn't let her. She's 35 now, so she's past that stage. But again, yeah, listen, yeah, you'd be happy to have her as a coach. So, anybody else from public? Seeing none, close public. Mrs. Berg.
Well, you didn't call on me, so I wasn't
I
sure if
was-
it was my turn. I was waiting. No, I have nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Mayor?
Thank you. First, I want to thank you all for coming out and sharing your concerns and your story. And as President Minikino said, we're aware of it, and we'll look at the property, and we'll look at what we have around town, and we'll see how we can assist. So we appreciate you coming out. Just a few announcements. On top of that is I do want to thank everyone who attended the Longest Table event this past Saturday. We had probably close to 150 residents. And when I say residents, I mean regular residents. We had clergy members that attended, people from the Chamber of Commerce. We had the Rotary, members from the Rotary, and from our police department, the Kiwanis, the Lion. Yeah, we had a little bit of everybody out there. So it was really such a nice, nicely attended event. And I just want to relay one story, and it kind of encapsulates the purpose of the entire day. So I got online to get some food with these nice ladies around me, and they were laughing, and they said, "You know what, Mayor? I sat down next to this woman, and I found out that she lives one street away from me." They didn't know each other. And then they got talking a little bit more, and they both grew up in the same hometown of Passaic. So, you know, that's a perfect example of why we host these events, because these two women who I'm not going to say they were older women, but they were mature, and it was nice that they had the opportunity to meet someone who lived near them in their neighborhood, and that they now have a new friend. And that wasn't the only story of that. There were lots of other examples of people who had conversations with each other, exchanged information, met new people, and the whole purpose of this is really to make Brick Township feel a little bit smaller, like that small town feeling that we know Brick Township has. So I look forward to hosting the 3rd annual next year, and I just want to thank everyone who came out to attend our 2nd annual Longest Table event. It was a great success. My next announcement is that the next Neighborhood Watch is taking place this Thursday, September 26th at 6 p.m., and that is for Lanes Mill Road and all the state streets over there. It will be held at Herbertsville Fire Company, and again, that's this Thursday, September 26th at 6 p.m. Our last farmer's market is this Saturday, so if you haven't had a chance to get out, or if the farmer's market is your favorite thing to go to, this is the last one, except for the Thanksgiving market, but still, come on out and get the last of our fresh vegetables, breads, other baked goods. There may be, libation, whatever it is that you purchase at the farmer's market, come on out on our last one for this Saturday. The weather looks like it's going to be good. And then when you're done at the farmer's market, head over to Bretton Woods, because we're doing a pickup brick there, where it looks like we'll have about 100 people there to clean out those woods that we acquired through our brick open space savers. So if you would like to join us for that pickup brick, it's open to all members of the community, all groups, whoever would like to come. We do supply the plastic bags. If you can bring your own bucket, we have some buckets. We have gloves, so you don't have to touch any of the garbage. It looks like it's going to be a nice day, and that begins at 10 a.m. So we look forward to that as well. We have a craft fair at Windward on October 5th. So pop on over if you're looking for some holiday crafts or crafts in general. And finally, my most important announcement for the evening is on October 9th at 6 p.m. at Brick Township High School. The township is partnering with the police department and with the school district and the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office to present a strengthening our community event. I was contacted last year after some events of bullying that took place in our schools, and I've had conversations with parents on different topics, and we work very closely with the schools to try to communicate to the public what is available to parents and to children and students here in the township. So what we were planning on doing is on October 9th at 6 p.m., this Strengthening Our Community event is really going to touch on 3 main topics. The first topic is bullying, because that's the thing that I was reached out to first. And I think it's an important topic for parents and students to not only understand what bullying looks like, which I know a lot of people do, but also, a lot of people want to know what HIB is. That's the process that the schools use to determine if bullying is taking place, and an explanation about what that is and how that process works. And we will also be talking about drug awareness and what drugs are out there now that really, as a parent, you need to know about and be aware of, because a lot of these things are out there technically, legally, that are easily obtainable by kids, middle school age and up, and are just sold in regular stores. So we want our parents to be aware of that. Our police department wants you to know what's out there, and we will be talking about that as well. And then the final component of the evening is a mental health component, because our students right now, we know, deal with a lot more in different ways than we did when we were kids. And we want to offer the ability for parents to seek outreach if they need it, or to at least recognize the signs if their child is struggling, who they can reach out to for help. So those are the 3 components of the evening. We really do hope to have a good turnout. If you are a parent of a student, we encourage you to come. If you're a grandparent who has students in our schools, we encourage you to come. If you have children that are older, if you have high school students and you'd like to bring them as well, it's good for them to hear what these things are that they need to be aware of. I know that our kids go through the DARE program at the elementary level, and that starts to touch on some of these topics. We have the Not Even Once program at the high school that also touches on these topics, but sometimes sitting with your student or with your child and hearing these things together, it opens up the doors for you to be able to talk to them about it. So I encourage you to come. Again, that's October 9th at 6 p.m. at Brick Township High School. We have a lot of great groups coming out to speak. We don't plan on making it an all-night event. We plan to be succinct in our information that we're giving out, and then provide lots of things that you can take with you for that evening. So we hope to see you there, and I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Keneally? Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Nope, nothing, thank you.
Madam Secretary? Thank you. Councilwoman Pontarera?
Thank you. First, I want to congratulate our Eagle Scout for the completion of her project. And I also want to thank all of the young women who came out tonight to ask of your town an accommodation so that you can continue to enjoy the sport that you love. You came to the right people for your requests, and I am positive that with Mrs. Bergen as well as Mrs. Crate are on it. I can tell you that everything that can be done will be done. And I hope that coming to the meeting tonight may have unwittingly sparked an interest in helping create the laws. Female presence in politics still is not equal. So I am looking at your bright, hopeful faces and thinking, this chair won't be mine forever. So I'm hoping that you girls, after experiencing how local government works, may be inspired. So with that, I wish you all the best. And again, for the record, 52, 5-2. Thank you.
Councilwoman Travers?
What about
Oh, I'm
me?
sorry. Councilwoman Dion, sorry. Sorry.
Forget it. No, just kidding. I just wanted to congratulate the mayor on a great longest table event. I don't know if many people know this, but the mayor has been wanting to do this since she was on council pre-COVID, and then it kept on getting moved, and then COVID happened. So this is true. And then last year we had the monsoon on the day of the longest table, but this event was truly wonderful. It was a great event. Great community and great conversations, and it really, really makes our big town feel small. So I just want to congratulate her on a great event. Thank you. Oh, and a happy birthday to my 2-year-old niece, Luna.
Future All-Star? Councilwoman Travers?
I also just wanted to congratulate our newest Eagle Scout and thank you all for coming out. We definitely are hearing you.
Council Vice President Ambrosino?
I mean, you shouldn't even ask me by the time. There's nothing left to say.
Yeah.
I'll echo what was said about the longest table event. I was there as well. I think it's a fantastic event. I can imagine how it might be intimidating to some folks to come and sit down with people you don't know, complete strangers, and share a meal. But both last year and this year, I think everybody there had a fantastic time. And you truly do meet other people you would never meet in the community. And inevitably, you find a lot of common threads and commonalities. Congratulations as well, again, to Caitlin Delanoy on her achievement. It's a fantastic achievement. And thank you to all of the Brick Bombers that have come out and have spoken. Like my colleague, Councilwoman Pontarero, has pointed out, we are absolutely dedicated to ensuring that everybody within the town has access to the facilities that they need. And I will point out, while you are accurate in your statement, this evening the men are completely outnumbered at our meeting. That's right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I have no problem with being surrounded by women. So. Again, congratulations to Caitlin. We did hear you. We're gonna, again, the town is run by women, obviously, so we don't have a choice, but we're gonna do the best we can. We're gonna find out what we can for you folks, okay? Next meeting will be Tuesday, October 8th, here, 7 o'clock. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is adjourned.